Envy rarely begins as bitterness. It begins as longing that never found permission. Somewhere, wanting became dangerous, unrealistic, or selfish. So desire learned to hide, and comparison took its place. What follows is not judgment, it is recognition. And so here are 9 signs envy is the grief of a life you weren't allowed to choose. 1. Feeling triggered by others' joy. Their happiness stings in ways you can't explain. It touches something you once wanted but learned to silence. 2. Comparing without intention to compete. You don't want to be better than them. You just want to understand why their life feels closer to yours than your own. 3. Dismissing what you secretly admire. You downplay their success to soften the ache. Minimizing becomes a way to survive disappointment. For feeling resentful without clear blame, the anger has no obvious target. It floats because the loss was never named. 5. Fantasizing about alternate versions of your life. You imagine who you might have been. These visions feel tender, not greedy. 6. Struggling to celebrate milestones. Other people's wins feel heavy. They remind you of doors that never opened. 7. Judging yourself for wanting more. You shame your own desire. Wanting learned to feel like betrayal. 8. Feeling stuck while others move forward. Their movement highlights your stillness. It awakens a grief you never had language for. 9. Turning longing inward as self-criticism. Instead of saying, I wanted that, you say, what's wrong with me? The grief turns inward. And so we realize, envy often hides unspoken grief. Longing doesn't disappear when it's denied. Comparison can replace permission. And resentment can be sorrow in disguise. So we ask ourselves, what did I want that I learned not to name? Who told me my desire was too much or impossible? What version of myself am I quietly mourning? What might change if I let myself want again? Envy is not something to purge. It is something to listen to. Beneath it lives a self who imagined a life, and you are the quiet knowing that can let that grief soften into truth.